Hi there, welcome to our Team Impact website and to I'm New, Now What? My name is Jill Herman and I am one of your National Marketing Directors, a part of your upline support team. There's a whole village of people here supporting you and we have your back and we want you to have a great experience. We want you to have fun. We want you to have an experience where you're able to get whatever you want out of this. So this is a very casual hello from me so that I can welcome you, but then also give you some tips and some advice to help give you the strongest start, the strongest launch possible, and also to explain the infographic that you see below. So first of all, this business that we're in is all about helping people. And the more people you help, the more income you create. Now, some of you are not even interested in income. Some of you would like more income, but that's just not why you got into this. You really love the mission. You want to be part of something bigger than you. You had great results with Juice Plus, or you just like our culture and our community and you want to be a part of a movement. Some of you are really unhappy with your current job situation, and this is a great option for you to have as a plan B. Whatever drew you in, just know that there is someone on this team who can relate to that story. And all of us are about making a difference. We all have a rock solid belief in Juice Plus as a product, really in all of our products. And our job is to help get your belief where it needs to be about all of our products so that you can effectively share them, because that's why you said yes to this. Now, some of you at this point have zero goals in mind. And that's okay. Really, I'm not sure if you realize this, but 80% of our distributors, our business partners, our franchisees, whatever word you use, representatives, are really about getting their product at the best price and sharing it with maybe 10 to 15, maybe 20 people. And that's okay. Most of our distributors are there. 20% of our distributors, they want to do more for the reasons I explained earlier, the mission, the movement, being a part of something big. They like a challenge. They want to be more. They don't want to play small. Perhaps their why is really, really big, or they need income, or whatever it is, they decide to take it further. Or they want to make a difference in the lives of people around them with our business opportunity. And they say, look, I don't want to just share health and wellness with people. I want to show people a better way so they can earn residual income. So wherever you are in there, you're welcome. You know, you're welcome on our team. We always say you're a blessing whether you do a little or a lot. We only have a couple of expectations, and those are lined up for you very clearly in the startup meeting. Taking really good care of your customers the way we show you, and taking good care of your team members the way we show you, and everything else truly is optional. So the I'm New Now What infographic that you see here is 4 simple steps, and we worked really hard on this. You know, most of us didn't have this when we started, and we sure wish we did. I certainly do. But step 1 is really about building your belief. Not just the belief in Juice Plus, but as you'll see, the 6 beliefs: yourself, the company, the industry, and getting that where it needs to be. Really needs to be a 7, 8, 9, or a 10, okay? And wherever you are now is just fine. So that's about building your belief in yourself and what we're doing, what we're up to, the potential for you, because many of us come in and we see this and we have no idea this is available. And so that's what step 1 is about. Step 2 is about you, not me, not your other upline support team members, but you deciding, what do you want to do with this? And again, that could change next week, next month, or next year, but after seeing those videos, what do you want? What could this do for you and your family? What would $500 a month look like for your family, or $300 a month, or $1,000? And if it's not the income, what would it look like to make a huge impact? Or just what do you want? And we explain in that step what this looks like, what are different goals that are available, our promotions, which are not mandatory nor expected, but what are they? How do they work? What would you need to do to get those things? That's all explained in step 2. And so that's where you really want to connect with your sponsor and with your upline support. There may be 2 or 3 people involved, and talk to them about, you know, this is what I got out of this. This is what I see. These are my questions. You know, if you have hang-ups or you have things that you're kind of coming up against, go ahead and bring that up. We want to have authentic, clear communication at all times. So let us know how you're feeling about the information. Actually, if you would check in after step 1 too, that would be great. Checking in with them on how do you feel after looking at the possibility and watching those speeches, so on and so forth. And so then in step 2, what do you want? When do you want that, and what is it going to look like, and what are you willing to do to get that? So that's where we'll really work with you for what that will look like for you personally, your schedule, your life, not ours, yours. And we'll be very authentic with you about the effort and time invested and what that should produce. So step 2 is really, really important. As you move into step 3 of the I'm New Now What, that's going to be the how-to. How do I do this thing? You know, how do I post on Facebook without coming across as a billboard, right? How do I share with people without feeling like I am a pushy salesperson? Because no one wants that. How do I do this without alienating my family and friends and screwing up relationships and having people say, oh, there's the Juice Plus lady, I'm running. You know, how do you do this thing? That's all in step 3. It's about creating an authentic product experience story, creating a list of people you want to share with, talking about that with your upline support team. You know, going over that with them and saying, hey, there's some people I want to talk to. I'm not really sure how to approach them. What do you think about this? And they will be very involved with you in that process. So step 3, again, is crucial. After you've built your belief and you've decided what you want and you've launched the business, you know, done the housekeeping kind of stuff, step 3 is going to be, how do I do it? How do I talk to people? How do I follow up? How do I find out if they want to order? Why should I be inviting people to events? What's the importance of that? And how in the world do I do that? What if I want to host an event myself? You know, why do you recommend that I do a couple of those in my first month? Do I have to do that? You know, all of that gets discussed in your step 3. And again, you can move through I'm New Now What as fast or slowly as you choose. You get to go at your own pace. It's easier to go quickly, believe it or not, because of momentum. It's a smart business decision to do that, but it is not a mistake to go slow. It is not, okay? What we never want you to feel is stress or pressure with your new Juice Plus business. We do not want you to feel stressed or pressure. If we do, if you've experienced that, we're doing it wrong. So just kind of raise your hand or tap us or maybe smack us and say, hey, I'm feeling a little stressed or I'm feeling a little pressure or overwhelmed. Make sure you share that. If we're going too slow, make sure you share that. If you say, guys, I want to do something here, can we get on it? Let us know. This is about us matching your pace, us matching your efforts, right? Us matching what you want to do, not us projecting what we think you should do onto you. Now, we do have a tried and proven system. We don't want you to veer away from that, not because we're your boss or your manager, but because we've already done it. We know what works. You'll add your own personality, your own flair, your own style. You will be an independent person. In fact, one of our biggest goals is to help you get an independent quickly. However, we have a tried and proven recipe that flat out works. And the people that struggle in this business many times are reinventing the wheel. They're not wanting to work with team. They want to do it all on their own. And they want to do it a different way. And that is okay. It just rarely works. All right, so in step 3, it's going to be, again, how do you do this thing? So before you post on Facebook, you don't have to, but I would recommend reading that, talking about that with your sponsor, so you get the best launch, the best start possible. And then step 4 of I'm New Now What is, you know, after you've gotten your first customer, you know, what do you do with them? Why is customer care so important? Because it is one of the most important things you'll ever do, is to take really good care of your customers. Doesn't take a lot of time, but it definitely takes the intention of taking good care of them. Your customers are going to open doors for you that you could never open on your own. They're going to refer people to you, and they're going to tell people what their experience has been like, for sure. All right, so that we've kind of gone over the I'm New Now What. I just can't stress how important it is to go through that process. And everything we put in there is in there for a reason. All right. The third thing I want to share is this right here. This is called GoPro. Now, this isn't for everybody. There's a link actually on our website for this. This is for people in that 20% category. So people who want to do more than just share with 10 people. Okay, like you already know day one that you want more from that. You're like, no, I want $500 a month, or I want to make a big impact. I don't know how fast I'll do it, but I want to do more than just talk to the people in my neighborhood, right? That's who this book is for. If not, it's not for you. I would recommend reading this or listening to it out of the gate. If you don't listen to it out of the gate, at least do it in the process of going through I'm New Now What. Now again, this I'm New Now What infographic below this video, you could get through this in a matter of 2 hours. Some people take 2 weeks, it's up to you. You could take 6 months to read this or listen to it, or you could do it in a few days. It's completely up to you, but this is extremely important for anyone who truly wants to build a business. And the word business scares some people because I know we attract a lot of mission-minded people who just want to make a difference and help people, but guess what? This is a mission cleverly disguised as a business. This is a business cleverly disguised as a mission. It's the same thing because you're helping people and making a huge difference with a servant-hearted, mission-minded attitude and focus, and you happen to be getting paid for it. All right, so as I told you, most of our team members and most of the people who join your business, and you will have people who partner with you and join your business, most people do a little bit, and we have a lot of people doing a little. So together as one, we make a really big impact. Together, everyone achieves more. You've heard that before, team. We do it together. And we really mean it when we say that the people that have 3 orders are just as important to us as the people who have 300. What we want you to know is that you are a blessing whether you do a little or a lot, and we know that that could change at any time. A life event could change that. A personal development course, you could go to a Juice Plus event, and we've seen people like this change overnight and say, you know what? I really want to play a little bit bigger or a lot bigger. All right, so what is the name of the game? Yes, we're helping people. Yes, we're getting fruits and veggies into people's bodies. We're making a huge difference in their health picture. But this business, this franchise that you have, which by the way, you're the CEO of this franchise, congratulations. You are a business owner. You're not an employee. You're a business owner. The name of the game is duplication and simplicity. Duplication and simplicity. The other people who tend to struggle in this are the people that want to be experts, and that used to be me. They want to know every detail about the product, and they want to know about all the ingredients and the phytonutrients and the studies, and that's fine. But we want you to know ahead of time that that's not very duplicatable, because then your team will feel that they need to do the same. So if you do need to learn those things just for your own, it just makes you feel better to know those things, go ahead. But we want to make sure we never project that onto our teams. We want to encourage simplicity and being duplicatable. So as you're doing whatever you're doing, once you get through I'm New Now What, and you're inviting to an event, or you're talking to people, or you're looking on your online office, or whatever you're doing, I want you to ask yourself 2 questions. And our upline support, one of our gurus, Cheryl Cortese and Jeffrey Birdie, both say, is this duplicatable, what I'm doing? Is this duplicatable? Number 2, they say, is this making me money right now? Now again, if money does not motivate you and excite you, remember that it is the same as helping people. Our paycheck, unlike most careers, is a direct reflection of the number of lives we change and the number of people we get healthy, okay? So we wanted you to get really comfortable with the word business and talking about income, because the income is how we measure how many people you've helped. You can be a very generous, servant-hearted person and making $50 a month and you really haven't helped very many people. Or you could be someone who comes in here for a business, right? And you have a paycheck, but you happen to have helped 3,000 people. All right, so is this making me money right now? Is this a business generating activity? Is this getting my business forward? Is this getting Juice Plus into people's mouths today? All right, those are the 2 questions you want to make sure you ask yourself every time you go to do something. And ask your sponsor. In the beginning, right now, right, the learning process, it is making you money. In the beginning, you do want to be a student and go through the I'm New Now What process, but we don't want to get stuck in the I got to be an expert, I have to get all the information, I'm getting ready to get ready. We don't want to stay in that, okay? All right, and the last thing I guess would be a piece of advice is you've heard me mention sponsor and upline support team several times in this little welcome, and there's a reason for that. One of the most important beliefs is working with a team, following the system that works, and sticking with your support team. You don't gotta do that, you gotta do that. We are here to help you. We have made the mistakes. We have already done the things that you're probably thinking you might want to try. we're here to support you. Even if your friend has been in the business 5 minutes before you, there's someone else who's been in it longer. So stick with us. Follow our advice. We have your best intentions for sure when we're speaking and when we are giving you advice. We want this to work for you. We want you to have a great experience, whatever that looks like for you. We've had people come into our team and say, I just want to help my immediate family right now. And that's okay. We've had other people come in and say, I need to make enough money to be able to afford to have my kids in private school by this date. So whatever brought you in is your story, and that's great. We're going to help you get that. We all follow the same plan, the same path. We never veer from the path, but you get to decide the speed. You are the one that has your foot on the gas pedal or on the brake, right? We're simply the ones showing you the way, showing you the path. You're following us, okay? So we're really excited you said yes. Just want to say again that this I'm New Now What section is something that is essential for your business. It's essential for you to have a good experience. People are going to throw you curveballs. You're going to get questions that you don't know how to answer, and that's normal. You're not expected to know much at all. It's really about your heart. It's about how you feel about what you say. Have you heard that it has been said that people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care? That's true. So when you're in that step 3 of I'm New Now What, really focus on your product experience story with your support person and run it by them and say, this is what I want to say to people. This is how I feel. And they'll help kind of draw it out of you and mold that with you. And then you're going to talk to a lot of people. You're going to get no's. You're going to have people that need this desperately, and it's going to be very frustrating when they aren't open to looking. You're going to have people who order who you never thought would be interested. You'll have people that want to join your team and you didn't think they would ever say yes. And then you'll have people that you so desperately want to work with and they're not even willing to look at this. There will be people out there who already have their mind made up about what you're up to with Juice Plus. They already think that either it's a pyramid scheme or it's a multi-level marketing thing or it's a great business but it takes up too much time or it's a product that doesn't work. Some people already have their minds made up and they don't know what they don't know and they're not willing to look at that. It's a blind spot and that's okay. It's all about timing for people. You'll have people that will say no or not now and then they will come back 2, 3, 4, 5 years later and say I'm ready. So that's why it's important that you don't quit. What we ask for is $50, at least 100 names, and a minimum of 24 months before you make a decision about whether or not this works. And we're asking for your trust in that. This isn't a get rich quick. This isn't a sprint. This is a journey. This is something that is not easy. It's fun. It's empowering. It's inspiring. It's worth it. But anything worth having isn't necessarily easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. And the reason it's not easy is because this is a business. And if you're brand new and you've got the tags on and the new car smell, you might think, what is she talking about? Trust me, if you stick with this, you'll realize that what I'm getting ready to say is true. That this is a personal development course, very cleverly disguised as a business. This is where you have to take yourself on, or you could choose not to. This is where you look at yourself in the mirror and you say, why am I so hesitant to talk to those people? Why do I worry so much about what people are going to think? Why are those stories coming up in my head? Why do I have that head trash about that? That's probably what I'm most passionate about, is helping people get through that, because I struggled so much with that. I was so worried what people would think. I would turn bright red and start sweating and even had ringing in the ears when I would bring this up to people, but I believed in it so much. It's because I was caught up in what people would think of me rather than focusing on them and their health and giving this gift to them. So this is why we want to be in close contact. This is why we have the app called Voxer. This is why we have phone calls. This is why we have trainings available to you, because we want you to see that this is an evolution. It's a journey. It's not something that happens overnight. You will learn things about yourself that you never knew before this, if you're open to that. So thanks again for saying yes. I cannot wait to see how this journey unfolds for you. This website was created for you. We invested the time for you so that you would have all of these things at your fingertips. So you don't have to search all over the internet for answers. So we've got the I Knew Now What section for you. We have a section with videos and stories and other information for people looking at Juice Plus and at our opportunity. We have resources that has important documents, the dates of our conferences, and everything else you might need. So again, thanks again. Don't forget to visit the section of our website called Our Team to meet just some of the people on our team and to hear their stories. And we can't wait to see you introduced on the Team Impact Facebook page and to see you on our Zoom trainings on Monday evenings or perhaps at the next event. Have a great experience, and again, welcome to Team Impact.